I was also just talking on what I had heard, not knowing the substance.
No, I agree, Minister. I don't have time. I'm not talking about when you didn't know. I'm talking about a period when you have known that this person was also in possession of a sensitive letter that deals with issues of crime.
Yes,
So
I was coming to that.
Once that was picked up, what have you done about it?
I was coming to that. I phoned him to say, I seem to get the fact that you got into possession of this letter. How did he said, no, this thing was full in social media. I picked it up from social media. That was the response he gave me.
As a minister of police, with crime intelligence, with all manner of investigating powers and all of that, you take no initiatives except to call me and say, no, I hear you got a hold of my letter. How did you get it? I say, I got it on social media, and you leave it at that. Because I'll tell you why. We are in this situation, amongst other things, because of this letter. And therefore, a serious effort should have been put in place. If we're taking this ministerial position serious, we should have put some serious investigation in place as to how does my letter find itself in Mkhunu's hand, and Mkhunu says it was in social media. How do we track that all the way to the original source? The only thing you know, you guys, is to retrieve seen once WhatsApps. You can't trace a letter that comes from your office. Because electronic documents are traceable, that they're from here to here to here. You make no effort. Even when you have now realized this thing has put us to where we are now. That you write a letter, we have no problem with that. We can debate the legality of it. Mkhunu takes a letter, send a letter to Matlala. He says, that thing that was troubling you, we've dealt with it. Here's a copy of the letter. That alone should have told you, man, we're dealing with a serious syndicate here. I'm trying to resolve issues of the police, only to find that unwittingly or wittingly, I'm now find myself entangled in the cartels. Because Mkhunu put you in the cartels, and that should have concerned the Minister of Police and say, we should be on top of this issue and find the person from my office, either the acting commissioner's office, either the commissioner's office, either the chief of staff, either the special advisor, or Ngabinde, my chief of staff. There must be a leakage there. And this leakage finds an expression in the hands of the cartels. That should have troubled the minister, as much as it's troubling us, ordinary people, because when that was heard, when General Mkhunu addressed the press conference, everybody said, no ways. Something ought to have been done. That's how South Africans felt. You should have felt somehow like that before, when you discover that your letter that deals with sensitive matter is now in the hands of criminal cartels. And therefore I want to find out who did that.
Now, it's not true what you are asserting, that you didn't do anything. But I take it that you are asking a question. What is it that I did? Firstly, I did phone him to say, how did this happen? That's the first thing. And he explained to me as I've explained. And so I kept quiet about it. But when then matters came after 6 July, first thing I did, I called him. Oh, so you are all over, and I hear this and I hear that. And his response was, no, Minister, leave those matters with me. General Mkhunu is not speaking the truth. So I then said, fine, but on my own, I am investigating the matter, not through crime intelligence, through a private investigator. That is what I'm doing, and that matter is in progress. I don't want to say anything further because of the reasons that you are talking about. I am interested not just on how he landed the letters, but other matters that relate to that.
Minister, the Chief of Staff makes, through General Mchunu, they came to see you at your home, stayed in KZN, flew all the way, and then from there, he meets General Mchunu. He says, no, I want to introduce you to the Minister of Water Affairs. And then General Mchunu says to this guy, how do you know the minister? No, when we're in IPIT, he was a person of interest. And then we went there to check him up, and I actually helped him with a matter we're investigating. And so in a way, he owes me a favor that I've done some work to protect him.